Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Stardom. I've got a very special guest and coworker with me, Patrick. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Patrick Gaughan. Yeah, Dylan and I have worked together for 2 years now, and yeah.
So you have an up-and-coming podcast. I know there's still some things to kind of tighten in there, but do you want to kind of talk about that for a second?
Yeah, myself under my alter ego Patriot Pat and my friend Lucha Chris. We're going to be doing a wrestling podcast. It's called Sideways in Time. One of the big things we'll be talking about is what ifs, different what ifs. The wrestling community talks about it all the time. Different what if this happened? What if this person was champ? What if this person went to this company? What if this person didn't die? So we'll be talking about that, but we're also going to be doing things like indie roulette, where we pick an indie show to watch, and then we give a review on it. Other little things. We'll have guests on. If they know about wrestling, we'll ask them wrestling questions. If they don't know about wrestling, we're going to ask them wrestling terms to see if they know what they mean, just for fun. And then down the road, we're going to plan on doing just other little things with different matches and stuff. Nothing I want to give away because the idea I have is pretty cool, and I don't want to spoil it and have somebody steal it. Because I'm sure somebody will. Yeah. So that'll be coming in the next couple of weeks. It'll be Sideways in Time, and we'll be using Anchor, so it's going to be thrown out there everywhere. So keep an eye out if you're interested.
Hell yeah. I'll even post that on some of my stuff once you get it all up and going.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course. So because we both work in retail, I guess you could say, we've both had some pretty stupid questions, and I'm sure even in stand-up you've probably met some people afterwards who had some stupid questions. So I picked that topic today. Some of these are clever. Some of these are just facepalm. But let's get into it. I think I've got 12 or 13 of them, and we'll just kind of discuss them in between.
Okay, sure.
All right, first up. Had a customer ask if she could pay her bill over the phone. I asked what kind of credit card, and she replied, "Oh, I'm paying in cash."
God, I hope that woman just wasn't thinking. I just hope that she just kind of spaced out or something.
You can hope.
Oh.
You could probably really confuse her and ask for like the code on the bills.
Each serial number.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna need the code.
No, I really need who was the Secretary of Treasury. I can't read cursive. Oh my God. Oh.
I haven't worked the membership desk yet, but I'm sure that they probably get some pretty stupid shit.
We got some. My favorite is the person that isn't. You'd have somebody signing up and doing all the stuff that comes with that. You haven't announced where we work, have you?
No.
Okay, so I'll just keep it vague. They go through all the rigmarole to get their membership, and then the next person comes up and they go, "Is this so you get a membership?" No. Let's do a favor for that guy. That guy's my cousin. I was helping him out, but for you,
I'll make a special exemption for you. All right. I used to work at Disney World, and the question I would get on the daily is, "What time is the 3:00 parade?"
Sorry, sir. That was back in March.
What time zone are you looking for?
Yeah, really. Is that metric or standard time? Is that? Oh my God. And the sad part is these people vote and procreate.
Yeah, I try to steer away from the politics, but it's so true.
Oh no, I'm not.
I mean, that's so true. Yeah, No, I
I'm
get
not saying they
it.
vote a certain way. I'm just saying they vote.
Where do I put this paper when I'm done with it?
God, they drive cars. They do. Oh my
Oh
God.
my
They help
god.
their kids with their homework.
Speaking of homework, though, man, the whole in-home study stuff last year, my kid's in 5th grade now. I'm so glad he's back to school. That shit was
Oh,
so difficult.
my son. It was his senior year, and yeah, we had to go in and basically read him the riot act because he just wasn't doing anything, and then my stepdaughter was freaking out about everything. She was scared and stuff. So she's thrilled she's going back to real school, and my son is thrilled that he's done with high school.
My kid's glad to be going back to school because he's a straight A student, but this last year, man, he was struggling because he was so used to in school.
Yeah, I heard that happened to so many kids and stuff. And I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, they need that social guidance. They need the teachers and stuff, and they need people that know more instead of dumb mom and dad. I don't know what the hell a pterodactyl is. I mean,
those
you want
fly,
me to
right?
teach you algebra? The only reason I learned algebra was to teach you algebra after you were born.
All right, next up. This one I thought was extremely clever. What if Stephen Hawking is the real Slim Shady, but he can't stand up?
Oh. And what if his little keyboard he can't tell you he is?
That's hard. That's a hard one, man.
Oh my god. Wow. I mean would that be like a rap war between him and deGrasse Tyson? Could you imagine the epic rap battle? Oh, and now my dog is whining. My dog heard me talk and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm gonna let her out. I'm right by the back door.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay. Now, epic rap battle: Stephen Hawking versus.
What was that?
What was that?
What was that clay show where they would
the celebrity
wrestle?
death match?
Yes, man, I haven't seen that in ages. That was funny stuff.
Oh God, that could be one of our what ifs. What if and then Stephen Hawking had a wrestling match?
There you go. I just gave you an idea. There you go. All right. Next up, I had a fellow college student ask the professor, "Do the trees move because the wind blows, or does the wind blow because the trees move?"
Yeah, it's thousands of leaves going. Every single one of them is working in unison.
Oh man!
Tornadoes are caused because birds flap it down.
That's what it is.
Right? Yeah. Hurricanes.
It's actually it's actually a job here in Kansas. We're the tornado makers. We just got a bunch of people in a warehouse.
We're just running in circles with their arms flapping.
Oh man, some of these people though, it makes me wonder like where humanity is going. It's definitely not going up. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's going somewhere.
When I moved back to Florida from Scotland, a girl I was hitting on at a bar asked me how long a drive that was. Oh man.
Okay. So I know there are people that don't know geography. I keep on messing with my mustache because I see it in the picture, and I'm just like, oh my god, this thing. I mean, it's.
I had to trim mine up. Yeah, I get
it. So anyway, to any viewer that's like, what is he doing? It's just.
Apparently, there's 2,000 people watching right now based on what this dude's telling me, so that's cool.
Oh, okay. Okay. I better start being funny. Okay, so not a lot of Americans know any geography outside of America. We know America, but and then there's the rest of the world. It's just one giant landmass. Yeah. But on the opposite side of that, my wife has family from Scotland, and we live dead center of the country. Missouri, Kansas area, Kansas City area. She was having cousins visit, and they said, "Oh yeah, well we're going to stay with you, and then one day we'll drive to LA, and then the next day we'll drive to New York." My wife was like, "Do you know how the country works? It's a 2-day drive to LA. It's a 2-day. They don't realize how big we are." So
yeah,
it goes to show you that stupidity is everywhere.
so true.
But yeah, she told me that story, and I was like, "Oh my god!" But it's the same thing to where people are like, "Oh, you're from Australia? Oh, is that right next to Germany?" What? No, So
another little one. I had a little language barrier. I had these Irish guys on, and we were talking about stupid fears, and I had this one about somebody being scared of opening a can of biscuits, and we were joking about it for a minute, and then they realized that I was talking about biscuits and not cookies.
Not cookies. Okay. I have another funny language barrier story, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So, my cousin married an Australian guy. They flew in from Australia and got married in. His whole family flew in from Australia to Vegas, where they were getting married. Just a little chapel thing. Well, my mom flew out to Vegas to see her niece get married, and they all meet up. My cousin's side of the family and her soon-to-be husband's side of the family all meet up and stuff. And my mom, being the sweet Midwestern woman she is, she went up to the mother of the groom and said, "Oh my gosh, how long a flight is that from Australia to here?" And they're like, "Oh, 20 some odd hours." And my mom says, "Oh my gosh, your fanny must be killing you." Fanny in America means your rear end, sitting in that airplane chair for 20 some odd hours.
Yeah.
You're gonna hurt your butt. Fanny in Australia means your hoo-ha. If you're so all these Aussies are looking at my mom like, what the hell kind of planes are you riding where you're
I did not know that either. That's hilarious.
Oh my god, that's one of my favorite stories. My mom my mom was just so embarrassed.
Oh man.
All right.
Okay. This next one is another one of those mind-blowing ones here. If telescopes use mirrors, how do we know there's no space vampires?
I don't know, but I can see the people of Sharknado going, but there's an idea.
Let's do this.
Get Casper Van Dien and fucking Tara Reid. I'm making fun of these people, but they're making movies and making a shitload more money than me.
We can just do a Lost Boys sequel and just have them be, come in from
Lost
outer space.
Lost in Space Boys.
There you go. I'm gonna email the director as soon as we're done.
You're gonna get a reply. WTF.
Oh man. All right. Colleague, when you can see the sun and the moon at the same time, is it the reflection from the sea in space? After some investigating, I realized that she thought the sun and the moon were the same thing, but the moon was just not on fire at night.
So the moon is like, or the sun is like a campfire, a space campfire.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what it is. I didn't know what to do with that one. I didn't really laugh at it at first. I just was like, what the fuck?
No, it's almost you can't laugh at it. It's almost
No, it's so dumb. It's just it makes you. It's one of those backhand moments. Even if I didn't know the person, just
if somebody at work were to say that to me, A, I would spread it around to everybody, and B, I would lose a lot of respect for somebody. Really quick. What? 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 Yeah. Just,
hold on a second. What are you asking?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you asking me right now?
Oh gosh.
The exit's actually over there.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, man. People are dumb.
That's a head scratcher, not the question itself, but just the fact that somebody asked that question.
I would ask that, yeah. It almost makes you question the parenting.
Mm-hmm. And
it's very basic knowledge.
How would you explain an eclipse?
It's the same. It's just it's going through like it's like a caterpillar going through. It's like it's a cocoon phase into the next cycle.
I thought it was like maybe nap time or something.
It just needs to regenerate. The battery ran out.
Well, they're plugging it back in.
I think NASA just sent somebody up there to fix it.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So, let's see here. Where we at? Working in the meat department in a retail store, I had a customer ask me, "What part of the cow does pork come from?"
The pig part.
The pig part of the cow. That's right.
Yeah. It's right past the chicken part, but it's not quite at the vegan part.
So, well, if you're at the farm, they're right next to each other. But since you're in the store,
oh my God,
I would tell them they can't buy anything from my store.
Yeah,
you're just gonna return it. You're not gonna like it. Just go somewhere else.
What part of? Yeah, I'm assuming these people are not Jewish or Muslim then, because
you know, as much as I hate Reddit, I love it because that's where I get all my stuff for these shows.
There's some jewels in there. I mean, you got to sift through a river of trolls.
A lot. I mean, it takes me several days to get 15 that I actually like because there's so many dumb ones. I mean, these are all dumb too, but I just they're easy to talk about.
Yeah. Dumb that are interesting.
Yes. All right, this is a good one. If you could ask your dog what your name was, what do you think they would say?
Actually, I think my this is going to sound really bad, but yeah, my dog would call me Daddy. I know.
What's the reasoning behind that?
Yeah, because my wife always will be sitting on the bed and she'll point to me. She'll go, "Is that Daddy?" And then, or she'll even say, "Go find Daddy," and the dog will come to me. So it's not some weird sexual thing.
No, you're good.
8:50 in the morning on a Wednesday. Don't get sexual. That's gross.
Are you implying that people are perverts?
Yes. I don't think I was implying it. I think I was pretty direct.
I imagine my dog's probably just thinking of me as opener and food because I let them out of the kennel and I feed them.
Now my dog thinks her name is Lily, but she thinks her name is Lily, Joe, Lulu, Lou. Get down, stop that. She's a good.
Have you ever seen Cats and Dogs? Where they're like spies or whatever. Yeah, it's a kid show.
Yeah, years ago. Yeah.
And they have to like try to prove to their boss that they're actually the masters of the humans. and they're like talking about how they make the humans clean up their shit and feed them, and so, which is true in a way. You see people walking around with these shit bags with their dogs and picking up shit.
We do that when we take the dog for a walk too.
Yep. Yeah. I got a backyard. I just kind of go out there, just go shit over there.
We got a backyard, but yeah, we don't have it fenced in, so
makes sense.
We got her in a lead, but she's a sheepdog too, so she needs exercise. So take her for
actually, and I've been talking to people in LA and apparently, or California in general, apparently a lot of homeless just shit in the streets. So you literally have to walk around human feces. Like, it's a common thing out there.
Yet another reason why not to visit LA. It's
crazy because like you watch TV, you don't think about that. They paint this picture of it, but in reality, it's just
yeah. Wow. How? I don't know.
It amazes me. It really does. And I don't get, because they have like miles of just like tents on the beach and shit out there. I don't know why people want to, like, of course I can't get in that mindset, obviously. For me, I can't. But some people actually enjoy being homeless.
There are some that do. Then there's a lot of mental illness. I mean, that's a whole another can of worms.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. What is the difference?
To the fun stuff.
Yeah. What is the difference between a maze and a labyrinth?
What?
It's just a question that somebody asked.
Oh, I thought it was a joke.
No,
I'm sorry.
No. I mean, I imagine a labyrinth has David Bowie, but I don't.
I was gonna say at the center there's a minotaur ready to kill you.
But I don't know. By definition, I'm not sure what the difference is.
A labyrinth, like an elaborate maze. I mean,
it's the same damn thing, really. There's a movie called Pan's Labyrinth that was pretty intense. I liked that one.
I haven't seen that one.
It's pretty gory. I'm pretty sure it's like PG-13, but it's gory.
Yeah, I heard it. I think it was R because it was interesting, and I wanted to take my daughter when she was younger, and I was like, oh no,
It is a subtitle. It's a subtitled film, but it's good. All right, this next one's a bit offensive. So for those of you listening, it's not directed at anybody. It's just something that I found online. It says, we were listening to a Holocaust survivor tell her story. She was pregnant and had her baby in the camp, and the baby was taken away by the Nazis. After she finished, someone asked, what did you name the baby?
Oh, there's nothing funny down there.
That's not funny. I know it's not funny. It's not. I guess it's not funny at all. I mean, it's just.
Okay, but you chose that question.
I laughed because of how messed up it was.
Oh my God!
Come on, man. I mean.
I
had to throw one in there. I'm sorry. I had to throw one in there. But
wow.
I mean, this is. It's on there, man.
I've got full Owen Wilson. Wow.
I'm curious about the reaction to that or the response.
Probably tears.
The people that were with her probably beat her up, or him.
Oh my God.
No, it's bad. I totally agree it's bad. But I mean, why are people obsessed with?
I'm letting the dog. I didn't just walk away. Come on, Bluff. All right.
But that's just like saying, why are people so obsessed with serial killers, right? I mean, people want to know these things. I mean, yeah, it's messed up. But people are obsessed with watching like true crime stuff and like getting the mindset of these serial killers. It's not like it's not a fact.
Okay, I don't know why people are. I don't. I don't know why people are interested in serial killers. I, I guess people are. A lot of people are like me, like mildly interested. Like, how can you do that, or something like that. But you, I don't. I don't know if I want to dive into stories on the Holocaust. I mean, like I saw
No, we're
and
not.
stuff.
We're not,
But
of course.
no. I'm saying like in general in my own personal life, I don't like go seeking out stuff on the Holocaust and stuff. But outside of like Schindler's List and what Boy in the Striped Pajamas, those are like the only two movies I can think of. I'm sure there's other ones out there. But then like you could have whole. I mean, shit. James Patterson did the Alex Cross series, and you had serial killers all throughout that. Whereas sometimes Holocaust stuff is like tertiary to, where like Saving Private Ryan, they come across a camp and holy shit, this is what's going on and stuff. So, can we get back to the funny?
After I say one thing.
Okay.
My wife took my 10-year-old to the exhibit because he was interested. There's one at Union Station right now.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see that.
And that's actually really a good part of why I put this in here, is because they were in there and they were with a group and they were watching a little short video, so it was real quiet. And then my stepson ripped ass really loud in the middle of this video. Of course, it's intense, And I guess this old couple like just backed away from him. It's one of those unintentional humors, unintentional humor.
No. That's why I love kids, because they can make anything funny.
I have had this one at work. Why do you guys only order green bananas?
The yellows were sold out.
I actually got a basket back by the compactor. Do you like brown? I got some brown ones back there.
Oh god. Yeah.
Good.
I still like when all the bananas are gone and they're like, "Do you have any bananas?" I mean, because normally we have like 3 or 4 pallets full of them, and they're right there up front.
Yeah.
You also love bananas? Sam?
When I first started, I worked in the cooler there, and I watched a lady. I actually stopped her because I was walking behind her, and she'd open the grapes up, and she'd eat a grape, and then she'd go to the next one, and she'd eat a grape. And I'm grabbing the cases when she's done, and I'm like, "Ma'am, can you stop?" And she goes, "Well, I need to know which one I want." And I said, "I'm having to throw away all of these that you're sticking your hands in."
I'm gonna want your grubby finger.
I'm not gonna sell that to somebody.
That's why people suck.
If you don't like it, just return it. You don't even need to bring the product back. Just
I saw a guy in the meat department. Actually, he looked at the weight of like pork chops, and then he looked at the weight of another, and then he put one in each hand. And he was going like weighing them in his hands like this to see if it's like seriously. Your hands are more accurate than
maybe he was listening to the sound actually.
Well, no, I'm sure he measures things like this. He puts his fingers down. Yeah.
Well, I have one more.
One more.
I've got one more. I'm sorry to end it so fast, but I was given a $100 gift certificate for a massage one year for my birthday. I chose a service that was exactly $100. As I was checking out, the girl at the counter asked me if I would like to add a gratuity. I said yes, 20, and she responded, "Dollars or percent?"
Okay. I mean, in this case, they're one in the same.
Yes, that's why. I just know all these like massage places. I mean, some of these people at the counter probably aren't the most intelligent people.
And if you're asking the same question, regardless of price, you're asking dollars or percent and stuff. And so it reminds me of, not that it's real, but it reminds me of like you sit down to have we've all done this. You sit down to have a meal, and the waiter's like, enjoy your dinner, and you're like, you too, or I did this at the movies. I don't know how many times where they're like, enjoy your film, and I'm like, you too, at the concession stand, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, So and it's just one of those things where somebody says, have a nice day, you go, you too, Al.
Yeah.
So I think it's along those lines where you're not even thinking. You're just like, it just so happened that it lined up, and it sounds dumber than it actually was, but it was more just a reaction to.
I feel like that'd be really interesting if you were like getting out of jail and they said, "Oh, see you later."
Yeah, you too. See you later.
Come back to you. Sure. I guess that makes sense if you've been in there 3 or 4 times, right?
Yeah, really. They know you by name and stuff.
I actually had a kid when I was at the tire center, and he dropped his car off with a spare on, and there's buying a new set of tires, and we get 3 of them done, and we're like looking for the 4th wheel, and so we had to call him because we can't find the wheel anywhere. So we get a hold of his mom, and you can hear him in the background, and she's asking him where the wheel is, and he goes, "Oh, we left it on the side of the road. I thought they gave us new wheels with the tires."
A whole new rim?
Yeah.
One of my favorites. So, one of my jobs is I'm the custodian, the janitor, or whatever. So I'm walking around. I got that big giant trash cart and stuff. Walking around. I have my radio on. I have my name badge on because we don't have uniforms, but we have like dress code and stuff. So, But anyway, radio, name badge, pushing the trash cart, and people are, "Oh, do you work here?"
No, I don't actually.
This is my volunteer work.
Have you ever seen the trash that comes out of this place? It's a pretty cool stuff.
It's just, man, you could eat like a king. You know how many people throw away samples?
Look at the crust on this pizza, man.
That's half a hot dog right there. But then I've also had the converse where people are like, "Oh, can you help?" "Oh, you're only the janitor." So like, first time I walk around the store all day. That's like like walking around the store cleaning up.
You can probably tell where more things are than some of us.
Yeah, really. At least a general idea, They 2 aisles.
I just love it when they ask me about electronics or something. How does this work? I'm like, well, let's read the back of this here because I'm not sure either. But I'll read it for you.
Well, like I've heard the people that sell the TVs and they read what's on the placard and stuff. It's like, and then they're like, "Oh, look at the picture. It's a good picture."
Well, that's a big TV.
Yeah, really. Some of the guys and gals over there are really knowledgeable. They know their stuff and they get into the minutia of an HD TV. I don't need all that. I did,
Yeah.
I'm the, is the picture gonna be good? I just want to see my TV crisp and clear. I mean, I don't need.
If I'm watching a porn, is it gonna look like she's right there in the room?
I was thinking more video games and stuff. But hey, went down that road.
Oh man.
No, go ahead.
I love oh man, your hot dogs are so good. Yeah, I've only had them 100+ times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Oh, see, I love the hot dogs, I can't eat the hot dogs while we're wearing the mask though, because when you boil them, they give you the burp so bad you're just burping hot dog into your mask. That is just, and then for 10 minutes you're just smelling hot dog. I mean,
I think my favorite thing about the masks is how many people will remove the mask to sneeze.
My favorite is they have it on and then they go to ask you a question. They're like, "Excuse me," you just pull it right down. You just defeated the whole person. My favorite is though, and this is whether you agree with the mask or not. I don't care.
Yeah, same here.
If a store says you got to wear the mask to shop there, you got to wear the mask to shop there. That's their right to say that. That's why I enforce it. If I don't care. And the people that come in and they walk around all proud and stuff, and a lot of them, not to stereotype these people, but a lot of them might have a beard like me. They might have a T-shirt on that says like grunt style or something with the Second Amendment. They might have a MAGA hat on still. So a lot. And they try to make this like their personal Boston Tea Party, and it's like, damn, okay. I work at a grocery store.
Do you think I want to wear this 8 hours a day?
I know, dude. I don't want to wear it. The store says we got to wear it. The store says you got to wear it.
You can't make me. You're right. Yeah. You're right. I can't make you, but you can't be in here.
I know.
I can. I can go wherever I want. I can't walk in your house. You can't walk into my store.
I know. I don't know. The guys that that try to make it their personal Boston Tea Party. That you're just like, oh, crying out. Okay, yeah. You're not being oppressed there, Jethro. You don't even know what oppression is. I don't even know what oppression is. All right, having to put a piece of cloth on your face to get your rotisserie chicken is not oppression. Inconvenient, but
I had a guy get pretty mad about being out of Diet Coke. Oh man, he was freaking out because for a while we didn't have any soda. And I'm like, dude, you realize what you're freaking out about, right? This is Diet Coke.
I had a guy call up, and this was when I was working in the office, and he called up and he talked to me for over 30 minutes about the products that we didn't have, and he was mad at me. And I was looking the products up. Little did I know, later on I learned that, if they want you to look up a bunch of stuff, just tell them you can't,
Yeah.
So, that one was on me, but everything came with a story. Well, you guys sell these poly-cotton blends. Now, I prefer a cotton blend. And back in the 70s, I started wearing a cotton shirt. And, oh, my God, just shoot me. I held the phone like this in front of me. I was just like, but I was trying to give good customer service. So, taking a deep breath. And, he wanted to ask me how the business ran. It's like, dude, I'm just hanging out in the office right now. I'm the fucking janitor. I don't know.
There's a mute button on the phones,
There's a nice button, that the receiver connects to.
Yeah, people. That's actually why I started this show, man. Just being able to vent about just humanity in general. It's there's humor and stupidity. There really is.
Okay, one of the things. Like you mentioned, I should have mentioned in my intro, I've been doing stand-up for close to 10 years now. Not so much now because of COVID and stuff, but anyway, I've been doing stand-up comedy for 10 years. One of the things after the show, and you want to be nice to other people. Again, it's it's customer service. You're basically selling yourself and stuff, so you don't want to be an asshole because you want people to like you and stuff. And they come up, people will come up and give you a horrible joke. It'll either be just really, really bad, or it'll be horribly racist or sexist or something. And you're like, and then they go, "You can use that." No, I fucking can't. No, I want people to like me and stuff. And that was or they try to improve your jokes and stuff. Which I don't mind other comics. Or people that know joke writing stuff critiquing, and a few of my jokes the punchlines or the tags, which are the stuff that comes after the punchline, were written by other people. They're like, hey, this would work perfect with this joke and stuff. And, I still use them to this day. And I've done that with other comics. I'm like, hey, do this, do that, and they've done it. But when somebody comes like, hey, what you should have said was just like, it's either really, really bad, or it's really sexist, or really racist. And you're like, no, So that's
good.
That's your comedy audience 101. Don't give the comic anything. They know what they're doing.
I was the one on the stage. Do you know that? You know that I was the one up there.
Yeah, really high the mic. It's just I'm the one getting paid for this. Even if I'm just getting a drink ticket and a meal ticket, I'm still getting paid somehow.
I think one of the
on the poster.
I think one of the best things. It's a little annoying, but it's humorous. Is when those people who know everything, and they go, "Oh, they say this," or they say. First off, who's they?
Yeah.
Who is they? Please tell me that.
There's just this committee of people somewhere. It's like the Illuminati.
They got these like cloaks that they wear that just say they on the back.
Robes and candles, yeah. Just chanting they in Latin over and over.
The all-knowing. Man. All right, man. Well, do you have anything that you want to end with? Anything that people can find you on, or will be soon?
If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can see my name right down there. It's just at last name first name, so it's at Gaughan Patrick. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I don't know. I post some stupid wrestling stuff from time to time.
Do you have an idea of when you're going to be uploading or working on your first episode? Or
hopefully by the end of the month, we should have the first episode up there. Yeah,
I'll share it on my Twitter as well.
Yeah, we're converging schedules right now, trying to figure out, where and when we can film it and stuff. So
that's huge.
Blasting it everywhere. So, but yeah, I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate you promoting Sideways on Time whenever we have it on. Well, you're working it, aren't you?
Yeah, same as you. Yeah. Same schedule.
Yeah, so see you in a couple hours.
All right, man. You have a good day.
You too. Take it easy, buddy.
You too.